course. Just of 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 course. Like he could. Sorry. Of course. Just of course. Wait, I have not. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Of course. I already watched a couple of it. And well, watch it yourself. Something. So there. Film theory. You have to stop scrolling. Short. Just watch film theory. I don't care. I'm not gonna link it. I don't care. I mean, I am the channel only because I don't know how to link videos.
Fun uses of YouTube that I've seen happen in a long.
You just need to. You don't really need for me to react to. I don't care. It's gonna take a while, like the 𝖕𝖑𝖆 one, you know. I watch everyone, but then I got all the way to the start again. Yeah, I need to do that. I don't want to do that anymore.
Long time. This thing spans over 100 shorts, live streams, multiple hidden unlisted videos.
I forgot to watch some 𝖕𝖑𝖆. 𝖕𝖑𝖆 59. I'm gonna react to it. I'm sorry.
Oh, and let's not forget the website
There's Cupid in the background.
that's no longer available. So go hunt around to see what you're able to put together and make sure you subscribe to them since you're probably going to want to be there when they inevitably do a season 2 of this thing. So let's do what they openly acknowledge that we do best.
I want to change the camera thing.
And give you the gist of what happened, what you may have missed along the way, and then predict what season 2 has got in store. Grab your QR codes and fishing poles, loyal theorists, because today we're untangling the mystery of the Shorts War ARG. Let's just start back at the beginning, how this whole thing kicked off. The ball got rolling when janØ posted a
15 minutes, it's gonna be 15 minutes. I'm gonna continue on the part 2 of watching it, because I can't upload that long.
Or to his channel that, at first, didn't seem all that out of the ordinary. You got janØ telling a story in front of a green screen with some Minecraft parkour playing around in the background. Classic short stuff. But then, the video glitches out, with a QR code briefly flashing on screen.
Hold on, let me scan it. I actually want to know what it is.
All that out of the ordinary. You got janØ telling a story in front of a green screen with some Minecraft parkour playing around in the background. Classic short stuff. But then, the video glitches out.
Okay, hold on, I'm scared. I think I already watched this, but I actually have not seen it, so yeah. Let's actually see this, so yeah. Hold on. This is what happens if you scan it. Look at this. I mean, pretty sure everyone knows it, but I'm just curious what it actually says.
I've come to make an announcement. For far too long, these so-called shorts creators have been poisoning the minds of a generation with this meaningless
Hold on. Let me do this. There we go.
These hooligans need to be stopped by any means necessary, and that's where we come in. This is a message to all shorts YouTubers. You have 1 week to cease operations, pack your things, quit. We hold the key, and if you do not comply with our request, you'll simply be replaced. This is your final warning.
That is terrifying. Well, time to continue.
QR code briefly flashing on screen before returning to normal. Scanning the QR code redirects you to an unlisted video called message.mp4 featuring a masked man with a voice filter. This ominous bad guy goes by a lot of different names across the fan community, but we're going to be calling him the boss for this video. And right off the bat, the boss makes his opinions about YouTube Shorts and specifically their creators quite clear.
For far too long, these so-called shorts creators have been poisoning the minds of a generation with this meaningless slop.
During this villain monologue, we see 8 channels flash up across the screen. janØ, 𝖕𝖒𝖒𝖒, Royal Pear, Joe Kane, 𝖕𝖆 Drawings, Can Splash, Bundun, and Failure. The boss ends up giving these creators an ultimatum. They need to stop making shorts within the next week, or they will be quote-unquote replaced. That right there, that is ominous. Since the ARG started on July 16th, that meant that they only had until July 23rd, 1 week later, to stop. And as it turns out, 2 of the creators, 𝖕𝖒𝖒𝖒 and Can Splash, actually took the message to heart.
You guys are all asking me why I stopped making shorts. I really can't talk about it, but it has to do with basically a message I received. I don't want to say like a threat.
I will. That was totally a threat. But since those two complied with the boss's orders, they are not part of the story from that point forward, at least for this particular season. This then leaves our main 6 creators. And let's just say by the end of that first week, they were probably wishing they'd heeded the warnings. Begun, the Shorts Wars have. Over the next week, some oddities start plaguing the remaining 6 creators as their videos roll out. What kind of oddities are we talking about? Well, you'd be watching a 𝖕𝖒𝖒𝖒𝖒 video when all of a sudden you see 𝖕𝖒𝖒𝖒𝖒𝖒 Gangnam styling throughout the frame. In fact, across all the channels, we start to see these sorts of crossover glitches. What's more, if you look at the actual content of these videos, a common theme starts to develop.
Is cloning humans possible?
I bet you can't clone me, Kobe.
I bet you I can.
I bet you he can. As a cell source for cloning must be from living tissue like skin, so saliva wouldn't work.
TikTok has a massive problem, and it has to do with clones.
All of a sudden, these creators can't stop talking about clones, almost like they're worried about being replaced. But believe it or not, that wasn't even the strangest thing to start happening in the videos. A bunch of the shorts started hiding this random string of 11 characters in their videos, which immediately got my theorist senses a-tingling. Normally, this would be where we whip out our Caesar ciphers or decoder rings, but here, there's no need. Thanks to working on YouTube longer than most of the audience watching it's been alive, I instantly recognized this as a YouTube video ID. So I slapped it into a URL and was taken to this unlisted video called 𝖕𝖒𝖞𝖃.mp4. Clone. There's that word again. Anyway, at first, this doesn't seem so different from the millions of other ads for VPNs that you see across YouTube.
How about I do it? Oops, facecam died. Oopsies. I'm not the best with URLs. Yeah, I got one
URL and was taken to this unlisted video called 𝖕𝖒𝖞𝖃.mp4. Clone. There's that word again. Anyway, at first, this doesn't seem so different from the millions of other ads for VPNs that you see across YouTube already.
We all love the internet, but with all the problems of the world today, there's no better time to invest in a VPN, so choose us. Clone VPN is the VPN of all time.
You get it, we get it. We've all seen a billion VPN ad reads at this point. We also get a list of the Clone VPN partners, which features a lot of the people that were expressly called out by the boss. But then we get to this feature right here that truly sets Clone VPN apart. And let me tell you, we're not talking about unlocking international streaming rights that aren't available in your country.
And with our disappear reappear feature, you and your favorite digital influencers could suddenly be unreachable and perhaps have a slight but unnoticeable change in behavior or content.
Clones disappearing and reappearing, slight but unnoticeable changes. Yeah, the narrative is clearly forming here. The boss is gonna somehow clone and replace these YouTube Shorts creators through Clone VPN. Now the only question is, how? Well, I'm gonna tell you the how in a minute, but before that, I can tell you the how they could have avoided this threat entirely if only the Shorts creators had used the sponsor for today's video, 𝖕𝖑𝖞𝖃. Yeah, step aside there. And it's not just your phone number, that you have the remanch and to keep your and that they leave you with the key to help. Spam or otherwise. Annual 𝖕𝖑𝖞𝖃 plan. Again, that's 𝖕𝖑𝖞.com's hands. Now, let's hop back to the Shorts Wars. See, when you're dealing with a malicious AI or evil VPN program, in order for it to harm you or your computer, you need to let it in, so to speak. Viruses operate on vampire rules. They have to be invited in by running a program or clicking a bad link or something. Well, that's exactly what all these Shorts creators did. On July 20th, 𝖕𝖒𝖒𝖒𝖒 uploaded a short with another hidden video ID. Here, we see the Shorts creators finding an email in their inbox from Clone VPN, reaching out for a sponsorship deal. They're offered a crisp $20,000 for an ad read, and wanting to secure the bag, they each click a not-so-suspicious link. Nothing can possibly go wrong from that, right? Somehow this allows the boss to access their computers and use their online identities as a base to clone them. How can we be sure about this? Well, everyone accepts the Clone VPN deal, except for one of them, 𝖕𝖒𝖞𝖃.
Huh? Sponsorship? Clone VPN? No, I don't think so. The only thing I'm ready to promote is Genshin.
Yep, the internet's favorite short speedrunning Swede turns down the deal. And as you can tell by the text that flashes across the screen as he closes the email, the boss ain't too happy about it. But the rest of his master plan is proceeding on schedule. You see, on July 22nd, the day before the boss's ultimatum comes due, I found QR codes hidden in ច្ច∞ and ďano's channels that take us to an unlisted video that shows us exactly how the clone sausage gets made. We find ourselves in some sort of scientific facility, and one by one, information about each YouTuber is uploaded into some strange machine. The computer powers up, and using all the data, a literal clone of the creators is generated in the physical world. It's here that we see that the boss is true to his word, both the good and the bad. Both 𝖕𝖒𝖆𝖞 and 𝐾ANSPLASH aren't cloned because they listened to the boss and stopped making shorts, while the others are cloned. Though some turn out better than others. ច្ច∞, 𝖕𝖒𝖒𝖒𝖒, and 𝖵𝖑𝖆's clones are made without an issue, but during the cloning process for 𝖕𝖒𝖒𝖒𝖒, there's an error R34 that appears on the screen of the machine. And it's at this point that the people on Team Theorist that aren't familiar with the rules of the internet realize that they probably probably shouldn't be Googling Royal Pair R34. Masterful troll there, guys. Anyway,
Hold on, let's actually see. Let's actually see. Can YouTube Shorts. Oh! Biggest mistake of the life. I love that. What a troll. YouTube Shorts troll, baby.
Anyway, that error causes the clone machine to create a malformed clone of Royal Pair's normal Tropius design. The final clone to be made in the machine is 𝖭𝖆 channel's character, 𝖕𝖒𝖤. Interestingly, since the 𝖕𝖒𝖤 character was the one who clicked the sponsorship link on behalf of 𝖭𝖆, the creator, he's the one who got himself cloned. However, due to his design, the final clone to be made in the machine is 𝖭𝖆 channel's character, 𝖕𝖒𝖤. Interestingly, since the 𝖕𝖒𝖤 character was the one who clicked the sponsorship link on behalf of 𝖭𝖆, the creator, he's the one who got himself cloned. However, due to his giant bunny ears and long monkey tail, the machine hilariously can't figure out what species he's meant to be, and the machine partially blows up, but not before spitting out a strange-looking clone of 𝖕𝖒𝖤, just without the tail, as the got himself cloned. However, due to his giant bunny ears and long monkey tail, the machine hilariously can't figure out what species he's meant to be, and the machine partially blows. Since the 𝖕𝖒𝖤 character was the one who clicked the sponsorship link on behalf of 𝖭𝖆, the creator, he's the one who got himself cloned. However, due to his giant bunny ears and long monkey tail, the machine hilariously can't figure out what species he's meant to be, and the machine partially blows up, but not before spitting out a strange-looking clone of 𝖕𝖒𝖤, just without the tail. As the 23rd rolls around and the boss's deadline passes, the clones are deployed to the various channels, and we see their violent takeover. In some comically over-the-top, yet still YouTube monetization-friendly violence, ច្ច∞razor's clone shoots his original 7 times in the chest, 𝖵𝑠 is kidnapped under the table mid-video, while 𝖕𝖒𝖤, 𝖒𝖆, and Royal Pair's clones are taken away to some unknown fate. But for all the creators, the results are the same. Each of the new clone creators uploads an ad for Clone VPN, all of which are basically carbon copies of the same thing. It's almost like they're all clones of each other.
You're in danger? On average, a single person will visit 130 web pages per day.
But what's scary is that an estimated 10% of all websites are malicious or out to get you.
So basically, this gives us a glimpse of what happens when the boss wins. The clones are just shoveling out content now. They're recycling scripts, they're reusing ideas, they're copying one another in an endless loop of video sludge. What's even worse, though, is that a new date's being seen in the background of some of the newly uploaded shorts, pointing to July 30th. This is the day where all the original creators will be killed and the clone invasion will be complete. So, is that it? Is all hope lost for these shorts creators as these half-rate clones come in and just take over the content? Thankfully, no. The OG creators are fighting back from the inside. All through the videos, they leave notes saying that they're still alive, with ច្ច∞razor somehow surviving being shot 7 times. Now, he himself is hatching a plan behind the scenes to get into the facility and save the day, using a special flash drive that he somehow magically obtained. How? Don't ask, at least not yet. But the clock is ticking, and they don't have much time before July 30th comes to pass and many of the creators are killed for good. Namely, both Royal Pair and 𝖕𝖒𝖤 are in the most immediate danger, as both are currently being held in the Clone VPN facility. But they're not going to take it lying down. On July 29th, 𝖭𝖆 uploaded a short where Clone 𝖕𝖒𝖤 finally goes off the deep end. A QR code is hidden at the end of this one, leading us to a then unlisted video titled Where Did 𝖕𝖒𝖤 Go.mp4.
Well, it's not unlisted anymore. If you go to the 𝖕𝖒𝖞 channel, 𝖕𝖒𝖞 channel, it's there. It's not unlisted. I don't know why.
Here, we see both 𝖕𝖒𝖤 and Pair being interrogated by their clones, but 𝖕𝖒𝖤 is able to escape, free Pair, and book it towards an exit. Interestingly, the end card of this one actually takes us to another video, with audio of a conversation between clone 𝖕𝖒𝖤 and the boss. And let's just say that the boss man is not happy with Royal Pair and 𝖕𝖒𝖤's escape, and we learn that the two found the facility's control room while exiting the building.
The video is over. So yeah, bye-bye.